Hi, today I'm reading from Romans chapter 7. Begin at verse 14. It says, "We know that the law is spiritual, but I am unspiritual, sold as a slave to sin. I do not understand what I do. For what I want to do, I do not do. But what I hate, I do. And if I do what I do not want to do, I agree that the law is good. As it is no longer I myself who do it, but it is sin living in me. I know that nothing good lives in me, that is, in my sinful nature. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. For what I do is not the good I want to do. No, the evil I do not want to do, this I keep on doing. Now, if I do what I do not want to do, it is no longer I who do it, but it is sin living in me that does it. So I find this law at work. When I want to do good, evil is right there with me. For in my inner being I delight in God's law, but I see another law at work in the members of my body, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin at work within my members. What a wretched man I am! Who will rescue me from this body of death?" Verse 25. Thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then I myself, in my mind, am a slave to God's law, but in the sinful nature, a slave to the law of sin. And I don't know about you, but I find myself a lot of times in that wrestling between what I want to do, what I know I ought to do and I need to do, and what I actually do. And the things that I don't want to do, I keep doing them, as Paul says. And so Paul says, "Who will rescue me from this curse? Who will rescue me from this body of death? What a wretched man I am." And he says, "Thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord." And so today, if you find yourself struggling, maybe you blow up with the kids or your spouse because something is eating at you, and it's not what you want to do, that's not what you desire to do, but sometimes our sinful nature, the things inside of us come out, and we need God to continue to work in us. Um, but because of what Christ has done, He has set us free. He's broken those chains. And I want to celebrate that today. Even in the midst of those struggles, we can celebrate that God desires for us to surrender to Him and to live this life for Him. Uh, I want to sing today a song that I know you've never heard before because I wrote it. It's a song that I called "There Have Been Days." And it talks about that struggle, but it also celebrates that Christ has set us free. So I hope that you enjoy this song, and it speaks to you, and hope it relates to you, that you know that Christ has redeemed you and rescued you, even though there are days when we still struggle. There have been days when I lived for myself. There have been days when I've done things I won't tell. There have been days when I lost all control. There have been days fulfill days when I haven't grown, but you set me free from the sin I was in. You broke the chains that had me bound from within. You rescued me from the grip of my sin. You cleansed my heart, and now I'm pure within because of your blood, because of your love. And you gently remind me of who I am in you, and the holiness I long for doesn't come from what I do, but you call me to surrender and give my everything. It's only through your mercy, and that is why I sing. You set me